It is another beautiful day. Welcome to another edition of Insightful Moment. My name is Jare Tiamiyu. Today, we shall be looking into security situation in the country, and especially we shall be focusing on what is happening in Osun State. There was a surge in the security issue across the state during the last 3 weeks. What is really happening? What is the police, that is the leading agent when it comes to internal security in the country, is doing as far as the state is concerned? These are the things we are going to be discussing. And also, as we are approaching the Easter period, as we are already in the Easter period, what exactly is the police are putting in place to ensure that we have a very safe celebration? Those are the things we are going to be discussing. And my guest today shall be the Commissioner of Police in Osun State, Cpl Olawale Olokode. Cpl Olokode will be telling us what successes have they been able to record in the past 3 months that he has been scheduled as the Commissioner of Police in the state. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Welcome back from that very short break. As I said earlier, we are going to be discussing matters that have to do with security in Osun State. And today we'll be speaking with the police commissioner in the state, CP Olawale Olokode. CP Olokode, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Yes, sir. Let's start from here. You have been in the shadow for more than 3 months now. How has been the state security-wise?
Well, I actually assumed duty on 30th of December. It's like 3 months.
Yes.
And so far so good. The security state in this state of Osun is still very much under control. At a point it was on the high side, but with the spirited efforts of the police officers and men in conjunction with the sister agencies and local securities, we have been able to subject every crime and criminalities under control.
So, sir, your activities have been in the media, and then you have been parading several suspects arrested from different areas across the state. As we are approaching the period, Easter period, what are the mechanisms that the police in Osun State is putting in place to ensure that we have peaceful Easter celebration in the state, as far as security is concerned?
Thank you very much. I want to seize this opportunity to assure the good people of the state of Osun not to panic. I urge them to go about their lawful businesses without any fear of attack or injury. The security situation they witnessed recently, the upsurge in it, is not peculiar to Osun. It's national in outlook. I want to assure the good people of Osun not to entertain any fear. The police is under, the situation is under control. And also I wish to inform the members of the public and to assure them that the police will not condone any act of lawlessness, any act of any criminal prone act from whatever quarters. They should go about their lawful business without let or hindrance. So for the Yuletide, I assure them that it will be very, very peaceful. It will be very, very peaceful because we have our own operation order towards this Yuletide.
Recently, precisely last week Sunday, there was this information that a personal assistant to the former governor of the state and the present Minister of Interior, Aregbesola, Mr. Olateju Adunni was attacked by some hoodlums in Osogbo. And then we also got that a house of one of his friends was also attacked the second day. What report can the police give us concerning this matter?
Well, we do not have any report of the house of any of his friends that any of the house of any of his friends was attacked. We do not have that report.
Okay.
The report we have at our disposal is the one that occurred last Sunday, where at a bar or a joint, so to say, was attacked by some hoodlums who were pursuing each other from the outside. But unfortunately, the officer, the Seju, as you have called him, attended the ceremony, and it was at the point he was leaving the ceremony because he learned he was attacked, while leaving the ceremony, and perhaps going home before the hoodlums, accosted him while pursuing each other. So it was an unfortunate incident, but that was the report we had. Notwithstanding, the state CID is doing an investigation on it, and whatever the outcome we will get, and I assure the members of the public that the police will do everything humanly possible. If the attack was found to be a pre-planned one or predetermined one, we shall get to the root of it, and all those involved will be dealt with according to the law. And if it was from just the hoodlums and unfortunately that, we are also doing our investigation towards getting at those perpetrators of that crime.
Sir, before I let you go, let's talk about the achievements, and then after the arrest, you are prosecuted. From what the people you have prosecuted in the last 3 months of your stay here, have you recorded success? Are you having some encouragement from the court?
Yes. We have recorded a lot of successes, and shortly after I resumed, I was privileged to meet the Attorney General, the Solicitor General of the State, Attorney General of the State. And a few days ago, I was with the Chief Judge, to tell them what I had from the members of the public, particularly when they were insinuating that those arrested and prosecuted by the law enforcement agents are seen here and there. And I want to believe that the court will only prosecute and give judgment based on the evidence available to them and the weight of the evidence. You understand? So, but notwithstanding, I still urge the judiciary to do justice to every case, taken to the court. And all these hoodlums, it's not easy to get them arrested, So, but the morale of the law enforcement agents who are into making the arrest, as well as members of the public, will be high if the people whom they know that have committed offense are dealt with in accordance with the law. I want to appeal to the members of the public, particularly those who have substantial evidence in prosecution, to come out and assist with the evidence. Even where there are exhibits, they should come out to give us the exhibits, as well as ready to be witness in court. That will assist us greatly, and that will assist the court greatly. In a situation where people are alleged and nobody is forthcoming, no substantial evidence to prosecute, what do you expect the judge to do? So that is the problem we're encountering now.
CP, sir, thank you so much for this.
It's my pleasure.
But before, finally, there was an issue, and that has to do with an officer of yours who was allegedly beaten to death by some officers of DSS. Where are you now? Have you been able to, to arrest those people? Have you been able to connect with DSS to get the alleged individuals, maybe to probe them and to prosecute them?
Well, my brother, with regards to this, your last question,
yes,
the witnesses in that incident alleged some officers, of our sister agency, and it is right, in accordance with the law that, if you allege, it behoves on you to come out and say something, even if it's by way of defending yourself or staying your own innocence. But unfortunately, our investigation got stuck at a point when the other party, especially the alleged party, we could not lay our hands on the alleged party. So that put our investigation into a certain angle, more or less inconclusive, but it's been difficult. But I assure you that our sister agency, and we believe that they will turn the alleged officer from their side to us, so that we hear their own aspects, and from there we come up to results of the investigation.
It's been a wonderful moment with the CP of Osun State, Cpl Olawale Olokode. He has been able to tell us what efforts his men have been able to instill at the confidence people are getting, and then moving forward. We're approaching Utah, Easter Festival. He told us that the security in the state will be tighter than the way it was before. Join me on the other side.
That was our session with Commissioner of Police in Osun State, CP Olawale Olokode. He was able to tell us what achievement, what successes his command has been able to record since these 3 months in tenure, in Sadu rather, and also what exactly is the police putting in place to ensure that we have a safe celebration during this Easter period. We have been able to also talk about the recent attack on BA to former governor of Osun, former governor of Aregbesola. We're talking about Mr. Olateju Adunni, who was attacked at a party, and he told us what the police report is all about. And also, I'm very sure that that's that aspect of Cpl Rauf Fawale, who was allegedly killed by officers of DSS. We want justice for the deceased, and then we'll continue to ask questions that will bring about justice for the deceased. Thank you for being part of the show. That's our show for today. My name is Jare, Tiamiyu. Some other time when I come your way, ensure you keep yourself safe. Bye for now.